Hello guys, it's your boy Drop a Lesson here, and today it's going to be the Premier League game week predictions. We got loads of games to get through. Without further ado, let's get started. So, Wednesday the 15th of February, we got Arsenal against City. Now, these two teams have played over the weekend. Arsenal drew 1-1 against Brentford, while City went back to winning ways by beating Aston Villa by 3-1. Now, this is like a title race decider, right? Potentially. It's going to be a very, very tricky game for both teams, really, because Arsenal top of the league. City has closed the gap by 3 points. So if City wins, they'll be on top because of goal difference. If Arsenal get a draw or the win, then they'll stay on top. It's a big game for Arsenal here. If they can beat City, then that could really help them out in the long run because we're approaching towards the business end of the season. I'm going to say Arsenal to beat Manchester City. And then Saturday the 18th of February, we got Villa against Arsenal. Now, that's a 12:30 kickoff. Now, Villa, they lost against City over the weekend, and Arsenal, well, we don't know what the result's going to be against City, but hopefully they win. Villa, they were not really in this game, to be honest with you. I mean, they did score a goal against City, which is great, but apart from that, nothing really must happen for them. I think Arsenal will win that game, so I'm going for an Arsenal to win. Brentford against Palace. Now, Brentford played very well against Arsenal. Could have actually won the game themselves, but unfortunately, they missed that clinical edge. They did get a point, though, thanks to Ivan Toney. Palace, on the other end, they... Palace, trying to think what they're trying to do. But, going to Brentford is never easy. And I'm going to say that Brentford are going to win that game. Brighton against Fulham. Now, Brighton, they managed to get a draw, I believe, against Palace. Now I remember. Yeah, the draw against Palace. Was Fulham beating Nottingham Forest by 2-0. Now, Brighton, they're doing really well in the league. And Fulham are doing good as well. It's going to be an interesting game to watch, but I think a draw will be a fair result for them. Chelsea against Southampton. Now, Chelsea, our last game against West Ham was pretty shambolic, let's be honest. Like, we didn't really create much chances. We scored a goal against Joao Felix, but defensively, Reece James should have been locked in, but he wasn't for that goal. Well, Southampton, they sacked the manager after losing 2-1 against Wolves. And on top of that, Wolves were down to 10 men and still lost the game. Now, I think Chelsea should take advantage of this because Southampton are bottom of the league and we are 10th. So I'm going to say Chelsea to win this game. Everton against Leeds. Now, Everton, they lost 2-0 against Liverpool on Monday at Anfield. To be fair, Liverpool were the better team from start to finish. Leeds United, though, I feel like they were hard done by. They were very hard done by Man United because Leeds were all over them. They were probably the most energetic team than United, but unfortunately they missed that clinical finish. There was literally missing that clinicalness that United had and Leeds didn't have it. So it was a good show from Leeds, but it wasn't enough. They didn't have that final product in the final third. Now going to Goodison Park, I think Leeds are a very energetic side, very well organized. They like to press high. Sean Dyche will like to see the low block and all that. So I think I'm going to say Everton to win that game. Nottingham Forest against City. Now, Nottingham Forest lost 2-0 against Fulham at Craven Cottage. City, like I said, they beat Villa over the weekend. Going to the City grounds never easy because the crowd's always bouncing all that. So Forest will make it tough for them, but I think City will overwhelm them. So I'm going for a City win. Wolves against Bournemouth. Now, Wolves beat Southampton by 2-1 and they were down to 10 men. So that was a very impressive win. And Bournemouth were even more impressive by holding Newcastle to a 1-1 draw. Now, going to the Manu, they did. Now, don't forget, Wolves did beat Liverpool in the Manu by 3-0. So you should take down the account. I think it's going to be a cagey game, so I'm going to say a draw with a result for those two teams. The 5:30 kickoff is going to be Newcastle against Liverpool. Now, Newcastle, Like I said, they have drew 1-1 against Bournemouth. They did do that against West Ham last week as well. Liverpool, they managed to win the game 2-0 against Everton on Monday, and they were going to St James's Park with confidence. That's what I'm going to say. Liverpool to actually beat Newcastle, even though Newcastle will make it difficult for them. Sunday the 19th, we got Man United against Leicester. Now, Man United, they're doing really well. They managed to get a 2-0 win against Leeds, even though Leeds made them work hard for it. And Leicester managed to beat Spurs by 4-1. 4-1. Leicester City, could not believe it. I was very, very surprised. So, I mean, these two teams are going to this game with confidence, especially Leicester by winning by 4-1 against Spurs. And Spurs are in the Europa League, Champions League places. But I think United will get the edge on them. So I'm going for United win. And now it's going to be Spurs against West Ham to close out this weeks of fixtures. Now Spurs, like I said, they have lost 4-1 against Leicester on Saturday, which was pretty poor. Like you expect better from Spurs. West Ham managed to get themselves a very impressive draw against Chelsea by 1-1. Now, West Ham, they do make it tough for Spurs from time to time. But I do believe that Spurs will be looking to get a quick response, because that 4-1 loss against Leicester is still playing with their mind. So I'm going to say Spurs to win that game. Those are my predictions for this week's games. Let me guys know your predictions in the comments down below. This has been Job Lesson here. Take care, and I will see you guys next week for these next couple of features. Take care. Goodbye for now.